What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. I make these videos for beginners, so if there's anybody you know that wants to learn more about crypto, share the love and share the video. As you can see, I do hours of research on YouTube every single day, so you don't have to. I know you're busy, so set the video to 1.5 or 1.75 so you get through it quick. Use the links below for more information on what I bring or to sign up and get your journey started. Ask questions so I can help you learn, and watch out for the scammers down in the comments below. If it looks weird, it is weird. Here we go. It is November 29th, 2021, and I'm feeling refreshed after this Thanksgiving holiday. And I gotta say, exactly what I was hoping would happen did happen. So the headline today is, what is going on in crypto? Took a dive on Friday, which is named Black Friday, which is perfect. And that was because of the variant that came out. Before we get into the news, I want to go over my new toy, Token Metrics. This thing is awesome. What I do on a daily basis is I wake up, I click on the daily, and I say, okay, what is hot here? I got Avagache, which is Ghost. That's a gameplay. Sandbox Metaverse, Decentraland Metaverse. Zcash, not sure why that's pumping. And then Ocean Protocol, which I've been hearing quite a bit about. So if we go on the weekly, so that's the daily. So if I want to do some day trading, those are the ones that I would look into. And look at this. All week is going to be the same ones, and then Engine Coin in there as well. And then also for the monthly, we have a lot more in here. So we have Gnosis, which is a layer 1, Polkadot, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Engine Coin is still there, Wrapped Bitcoin, Bitcoin is what I see here. 1inch is an aggregator where you can trade and get tokens, and then Axie Infinity, which is a gaming play. So real quick, we're going to take a look to the ratings. And these are the best tokens out there. Now, how they rate them is they take a look at sentiment. They use artificial intelligence to see if the trend is heading towards these tokens, and if it's scouring the entire internet to see if it's being talked about. Are there new events coming up? And then also the technical analysis takes everything into account there. All right, so you have Impossible Descent, BitCub, Navox, Deepcoin, AdShares, and that's cool. MetaHero is there. That is a very cool project. I actually invested into that. Yeah, and there's my boy, Metis Token. Still not too late to get into that one, by the way. It's still only in the 100 millions, and that is considered basically a low cap gem. But MetaHero, what they're doing is they're setting up these facilities all around the world, and there's over 100 cameras, which takes pictures of you individually and makes it into an avatar, an NFT. And I think this is going to be huge. So basically, you can inject yourself into the metaverse. You don't have to be somebody else. You can be yourself. And I think it's an incredible project. And they're getting huge scores. And up today, 37%. Gala Games is still there. There's Ghost, Illuvium. And you know what? Most of these are either gaming or metaverse plays. Most trending is Zombie Inu. Oh, God. Fear, which is its own layer 1 chain. UFO Gaming, which has been there for quite some time, and Railgun, never heard of. All right, so let's take a look at Trade the Chain over here. This is strictly sentiment analysis, and you have Dapper Labs, and that is one of the original NFTs. They created what's something kitties back in like 2017, which actually crashed Ethereum because so many people got into it. Reserve Rights Token and Near Protocol. I keep hearing about Near. It's a layer 1 solution. It's a money solution, and it's been doing really well. What's the market cap here? 4.7 billion. So yeah, it can do well. Maybe you can get up there up into the 20 billions, but we're looking at a 4 or 5x there, and I'm looking for more than that. Sentiment token, that's pretty cool. Cent is the token for Trade the Chain. They created a token, and it's a governance token. So the more you own, the more you get to vote on what's going to happen next, which is pretty cool. Nem, Cello, and Coty. All right, so let's move into the news here. And you have Savage IDO set to launch on Occam Razor, and I have heard of them. A lot of hype around that. And Phantom Starter. Oh, cool. Is that Phantom? Doesn't say. All right. Twitter names Parag Agrawal. CEO is Jack Dorsey Stepstone. And what I've been hearing is that uh, Jack Dorsey wants to work more towards or more with Square because he sees that that's where everything's going. Crypto is the trend, and Twitter obviously is part of that, but Square is going to be much more involved, and he wants to lead that up and make it full time. Former Wall Street banker launches 1.5 billion crypto venture funds. Again, same thing we've been talking about. Wall Street's getting into crypto. You're going to see a lot of stocks, I personally believe, being drained and put into here, especially if it's not something that is in the limelight. So people are going to be taking their funds from over there over into crypto because it's hot right now. Popular Ethereum mixer Tornado Cash is ready to integrate with Arbitrum. Great. MicroStrategy out there buying more Bitcoin for over 400 million in cash. Good job, bro. Just keep it up. Bank of France official existing regulatory frameworks is constrained by DeFi characteristics. That means that they have no idea what's going on and they don't know what to do about it. Imagine that. Decentralized exchanges near 100 billion in monthly volume for November. So what does this tell you? People are using DeFi, and if they're using DeFi more and more, they're putting money on it, and that is the volume that they're talking about. All right, so we'll end that there. We're going to head over to Market Rebellion and take a look at what's happening on the charts. And it's crazy right now. 58,000 for Bitcoin, 58.5. It was 54 this morning. So got an update that it's 10% in the last 24 hours that it's up. So yeah, the lows were... All right, there's a track right there, but it was about 53, 54, and again, it's all the way up here. Now, from one of the TA guys that I've been watching, he says if today closes out above 58.5, and we're right on it right now, then we can expect. Well, it's actually in a wedge, is what it's called, and the trend line is basically down and then up, and it's called wedge. So if the price for this candle closes above 58.5, which is we're right at it right now, then we've broken that wedge, and that's a bullish sign. All right, so let's head over to Paul Bear Network. I'll put the link down below for the Diamond Circle. They're going to be doing drops, NFTs, and it's free. All you got to do is sign up. I would check it out, and they have some cool updates in here. He's got his YouTube videos. I watch him all the time, and they've got some drawings going on. Earning cash for affiliate program, which I'm not involved with. But so these are the Diamond Circle updates, sandbox sentiment analysis. Ooh, that's actually really cool. I love his sentiment analysis. If he's got two things, one is sentiment, and they give it a score, and then amplification. So if the amplification score is higher than the sentiment, they call it a flippening. If it flips, that means that for everything that I've seen that they've shown goes up in value. So I'm curious as to what the sand sentiment analysis is. Then you have Avalanche as well. That's cool. Pancake Swap and Binance Smart Chain. Here's what you should know. Beginner's Guide to Crypto Wallets, NFT Gaming. And this is, again, all free, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to get involved on that. This is something I just want to bring to your attention. ZK Sync is a layer 2 solution, and they use ZK rollups. The Metis project that I love use optimistic rollups. And then Polygon, not sure, but it's a layer 2 solution, and it uses one of those two as well. So it's just to give you an idea that they are already out there, ZK Sync, and they have a layer 2 solution, but they don't have a token. So literally all you have to do is go to zksync.io, and all you have to do is move some amount of Ethereum, or really any token. You can use a stable coin as well, but you can move that over, and most likely they haven't given any details, but they're going to do an airdrop. If they don't have a token, they do an airdrop if they already have something. Now, IDOs, like initial DEX offerings, those type of things, they'll raise money, and then from there they'll create a token, and they give the tokens to the investors. They've already created this project. It's already done. From here, they're just going to airdrop a token. So I would suggest you do that, link it up to your MetaMask, and just send some over there. And drops like this, like DYDX, some people made $50,000 from a drop. So I mean, it's not free. You're gonna have to pay the gas fees to get it over there, and you're gonna have to send some money to it. But in my mind, I mean, it's worth possibly getting some of those. Yeah, the Uniswap airdrop. Initially, it was 4 grand for most people, $4,000, and then after the token went up in value, it was worth over $10,000. I think is what it currently is. So it's kind of a no-brainer to me. Gas fees, just taking a quick look, it's at 116. This is really high, so if you're trying to send something over right now, actually, let me just update it. It's going to be like over $100. Yeah, it's about the same. When I sent that money from ZK Sync Sunday morning, yesterday morning, it was about in the 90s, and it only took me about it took me $80 to send it over there. But I personally feel like that airdrop. This is a huge project, by the way. I feel that airdrop is going to be way more than the $80 that I used to send it over there. And it's not like that money has gone away. I can use it later on to do whatever projects they're going to have on their chain. All right, let's move into the slideshow. All right, so what is going on in crypto? Why do we have the crash on Friday? Why are the markets in shambles? And it's the Omicron variant showing unusual but mild symptoms, says South African doctor. Now, this is from CryptosRUs, and this video was from yesterday. So this is not the news that we had on Friday. All we had Friday was, oh my God, there's a new variant. And, there are conspiracy theorists out there that'll say that, people own the news and maybe they want something specific to happen. So they just put out a news story with no real facts, and that does something to the markets. So a lot of people think they will do that, and then they want to buy the Bitcoin cheaper, scare the people, the retail folks like us. But this is essentially what happened. All right, this is from today, Market Rebellion. Love these guys. What he's showing right here is that there are two scenarios that played out. Now, this was back in August. We had a dip through September, and what he's essentially showing us is that November we had a similar scenario play out, and what happened afterwards was we had a large gap up, and this candle right here is actually a very bullish candle, and this is on the daily, by the way. Let me just tell you, yeah, it's on the daily chart. All right, now then he's going back into, again, same scenario. He's on the weekly now, but he's showing that we're in a similar formation. So we had a dip down and then explosion up, and what he's comparing is not just the chart up here now. Now he's taking a look at the RSI, and these are momentum candles here, and you're seeing very similar things happening. Okay, so this is momentum, basically the amount of money that's coming into the market. So it was essentially flowing out, and now it's going from negative up to positive. So you can see these candles getting smaller and smaller here, and essentially that's what he's saying. So within a couple weeks, and I don't know, this was early, so it wasn't even jumped. It was at, I think when this was on, it was like 56K, and as you see, I just showed you it was about 58.5 right now. So it's jumping up. All right, good news. All right, now this is also adoption. Plan now for when employees want to be paid in Bitcoin. You keep hearing it over and over. People are getting paid in Bitcoin, and crypto payment options are exploding, and payroll departments need to be prepared. So this is essentially a warning to everybody out there that if you want to stay with the times, you want to stay relevant, then you want to be able to pay your employees in crypto or in Bitcoin. I mean, I can't express how huge this is. That this is even a narrative. In 2017, when we saw the big pump up and the crash, there was none of this. Well, the last 4 years, they've been laying the tracks, the foundation for these type of things to happen. So some people say that, yeah, it might pump up and crash, but take a look at what's happening. That's why I always show the macro news and what's going on. This stuff isn't going away. Yeah, we might have a correction, but this is something, if you're a long-term investor, then you're going to make money off of this, and you're still in the beginning of this. All right, counting Bitcoins. That's funny. All right, so One Republic, first major artist paid in Bitcoin for the Vienna show. So one of the songs says, we won't be counting dollars, we'll be counting stars, so that's why they're counting Bitcoins here. But I actually love One Republic. They're one of my favorite bands, and I think it's awesome that they're doing this. All right, Ethereum-based payroll tool Sablier expands to Polygon and Binance Smart Chain. So yeah, it's cool that something is going to Polygon and Binance, but to me, that's not the story. It's that there's an Ethereum-based payroll tool that is out there, and that's exactly what I was just talking about. Like, people want to be paid in Bitcoin, so this is the tool that is out there and that's available. So compared to Ethereum gas fees, the launch of Sablier on Polygon will reduce gas fees for users by an anticipated 676,000%. Yeah, that's pretty good. While the Sablier deployment on Binance Smart Chain will lower gas costs by more than 12,000%. Oh, that's right. Okay, so on Binance Smart Chain, it costs like 50 cents to do a transaction. Polygon, it costs fractions of a cent or pennies, which is why Polygon's awesome, and I think it's severely underrated right now. Undervalued, I should say. All right, so this is about Phantom analysis. The ecosystem is apparently experiencing a significant growth spurt, according to 123Swap. Its platform is adding 1 or 2 outside blockchains weekly. Holy crap. That said, it's still at an early stage of its life, which means it's early for you, and it's on a dip right now. Not financial advice, but maybe you should think about getting some. Having completed its seed round of funding recently. This represents an encouraging 1-2 punch of positive news for Phantom. In its biweekly operational update on Monday, Phantom said that since the launch of its incentive awards program for developers, its total locked value has risen by over 600% to 1.5 billion. Wow. So if you were going to compare chains and the value, so let's say whatever Phantom is, let's say they're 1 billion. Then if you compare it to another chain and they have so they have 5.1 billion locked TVL, then I guarantee you other chains will have something similar, but their market cap is way higher, like 4 or 5 times higher. So the point is that I do believe Phantom is undervalued at the time as well. Meanwhile, last week it was revealed that total daily transactions hit a new record at over 1.8 million. Now, what Phantom has been conceived as smart contract supporting alternative to Ethereum. It utilizes technology called a DAG, and that can be seen as an evolution from the standard blockchain. Essentially, DAG is a ledger that takes the form of a graph, which transactions stacked atop one another instead of chained together. Proponents believe DAG platforms make for quicker and more efficient systems than blockchains. So it's funny because you can easily bridge from Phantom to other chains, and I'm guessing that this technology is why. So very cool technology. All right, and we'll finish up here. This is something that I just thought was cool. I love this guy, CryptoTube. He's amazing. He's talking about gaming in this particular video. I'll link it down below. I do suggest you check it out. But it's GBot sale and pack opening. So this is one of the times that you can get into a project before it even opens. All right. So the first pre-sale 1,000 GBots packs sold out in only 4 minutes. What a start! On December 9th, the sale of GBots packs will take place, and we are adding 4,000 packs to the total of 5,000 packs with a pool of limited designs which will never repeat in any further sale. So Gamey, all right, that is a, how do you put it? I don't want to say they're a platform, but they basically launch games, and they make it easy for someone to make a game and create it in a metaverse. So, you know, when they talk about buying the picks and shovels for, instead of just going out and trying to find the gold, this is a pick or a shovel. This is something that's going to be launching games, and anybody that wants to get involved with those other games, then they're going to have to buy these tokens. So just something to put out there, and I thought it was really cool that you're going to have an option to get into these packs, and NFTs essentially is what they are at an early stage. So again, I'll leave the link below. I would check it out, and that is the end. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.